Jennifer Lopez has a movie coming out February 16th called This Is Me Now, and it looks like Angel Eyes meets Cloud Atlas meets Lemonade meets Mad Max. And this is no hate or shade to her, because it actually looks pretty interesting, because it looks like it's maybe some experimental project that's like slight documentary style, some like Latino futurism, some like post-apocalyptic, some I don't know, just like regular rom-com, but then also like this heavier element. It's clearly a musical. There's a lot going on, and I think this is interesting. I don't know much about it past seeing the trailer just a couple minutes ago, but it takes me back to the interview she did. I forget the year, but I have a video somewhere.
You still think in 2019 it's still hard to make movies about women, period?
I do.
Yes.
I do. It's starring women. They, first of all, it's hard to make movies, period. It has to be like a Marvel comic or, some crazy franchise thing. But in the smaller, more movies about humanity and people and life and struggles and things like you don't get that as much unless you like do it for nothing and there's no budget and you're like scraping it together. And we couldn't make that movie this way, but it is hard. And on top of just the movies itself, then when you have women characters at the front of it, it's a whole nother battle. It is another layer, and it is hard to get them made. And so you take this and you go, yeah, it's starring all women. No, there's no really male characters in it. And they're hurting men. And they're like,
where she criticized the Marvel, DC comic book movies and blamed them for like taking away real movies. Well, I don't know if she said real movies, but like other movies. And I'm like, is that truly the case? But that being neither here nor there, with this movie feeling so kind of different and experimental, I wonder if this is proving her case or if it's going against what she said before. All in all, it's an interesting looking trailer, and I'm seeing mixed reviews about it right now, just over on Twitter with different people reacting to said trailer. But I think even if it's biting off some things or if it's an original idea, it looks interesting and it looks different enough, and it's not comic book related, that I would actually like to see what does this look like. What is the reason for this? So
I know what they say about me, about hopeless romantics, that we're weak. And I'm not weak. But I learned the hard way. Not all love stories have a happy ending.
Time's up. Let's pick this back up next week.
What are you guys doing here?
We think you might be a sex addict.
Every time I see you. What?
Maybe.
I'm still in love with you, boy. Third time's the charm?
This guy don't stand a chance.
This is me. Haven't been sleeping well lately. I guess I never have. This is me. When I was little, I used to share a room with my sister. She used to sleep so peacefully. This is me. And I just used to lie there awake thinking, how does anybody sleep that way when your heart never goes to sleep?
I know. You feel like nobody gets you.
I don't even get me.
It's never enough for you.
He's a liar.
I've never lied to you.
And the constant criticism, she thinks I'm her employee.
Being with you feels like home. But I left home for a reason. Whenever someone asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, my answer was always in love.
You must respect the ebb and flow of the universe.